What's up YouTube and welcome to Mecha-Sion, a deck based around Sion, Rumble and Draven and all of the discard synergies that the Mecha-Yordle package provides. So this is pretty close to the Sion Draven decks that have been popular for a long time. They were usually playing PNZ though, adding a lot more burn, but a bit less board presence. This deck here gives up on some of that burn and board control opportunity to make space for some more interesting board presence gameplay and also some more interesting discard options. We play basically the full Mecha-Yordle package in Scrap Heap, in the newly buffed Squeaker, who can turn into quite a threat with the augment keyword, bilgerat, rascal, as well as arena promoter as our key units, and of course the leader of the pack, the crazy engineer Rumble. Make sure we always have enough discard fodder in hand. We do of course main deck a bunch of cards that want to be discarded. Reborn Grenadier is one of them, Fallen Rider, one of the best tempo cards for that purpose. Lost Soul, incredible infinite value almost. Sion will fairly often want to get discarded in this deck to give something like a Rumble or a very big squeaker Overwhelm. Apart from that, we can kind of tutor Draven. We only need one copy because we can play Draven's biggest fans, which gives us much better mulligan odds to get Draven until turn 3. Could be a 2-off, I'm not quite sure yet. One very experimental card in here is Byrd the Bellringer, because of course it is a very nice tempo play on turn 1, but it can give buffs to units that you'll want to discard, so like Fallen Rider or Reborn Grenadier or Lost Soul. On the other hand, we additionally have Yordle Squire, giving us a very high utility card that we either discard or make something sturdier or more threatening by buffing them. We have Pokey Stick as a nice little optional removal or burn outlet, as well as utility with a draw. Arachnoid Sentry, great for offense as well as defense. Could even consider tacking in 1 or 2 copies of Ravenous Flock in this for more control presence. Might is pretty cracked in this. Not sure if it needs to be a 2-off, 1-off might be fine. This is very good to put on big units that hide behind spell shields, so especially Rumble or whatever bilgerat rascal generates. And of course we can also protect some unit, especially if it has Overwhelm, through friendship. Very often we won't really need Overwhelm though, but the impact spammage from all of those Mecha-Yordles is also gonna get a lot of damage done to the enemy Nexus. That is also very synergistic with Whirling Death and Bloody Business. Keep in mind that while we're attacking, if we do cast those cards, the impact is gonna get triggered by the spell and it might get triggered again by the normal combat. Ideally, we also remove an Overwhelm blocker at the same time for an absolute fiesta of Nexus damage. And the last cards that were not mentioned yet, Survival Skills as an optional survivability tool, as well as Ruined Reckoner for an interesting, very flexible tool to set up power turns, especially on targets that currently have Might and Overwhelm activated, but it can also really help Rumble level up. It can be very threatening with Sion. Just very high versatility, and worst case scenario, you get a card that you can discard. So this might be the first time in history that Mecha-Yordles are somewhat playable, and I of course had to make use of that. Big shout out to Timid, who basically created this deck list from scratch to farm Kaiser players on ladder. I've had some success myself with this deck so far, and I'll share some gameplay examples with you from my Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/FreshLobsterCCG.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
But who knows? Maokai Evelynn. What the hell is this gonna be? We could keep Pokey Stick for domination, right? We already have a 1 and a 3. If the buff hits a discard unit, you also won't get it. That's a good point. It's a very good point, actually. We don't have a lot of discard units though, right? Isn't it just Fallen Rider? Lost Soul. Reborn Grenadier. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe Byrd is a bit trolling. This, however, looks kind of good in a deck that we know runs Hate Spike.
Lady, where are you? Get me out of here!
Give me those axes. It's the third discard here. We just top deck it, right?
The Blessed Isles live through me.
We play Rumble next round. There's no rush. Draven was a 4-3 way back in the days. That must have been the era when Glimpse Beyond was burst speed. What else? There was some really broken stuff back there. Wasn't War Mother's Call like 8 mana or something?
Here comes a new challenger.
Even for beta it was 3-3. I think way back in the days it wasn't. Discard Sion. Oh, interesting idea. Give Rumble over... Does it give Rumble Overwhelm here at Draven? Probably Rumble. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
Pumped to see you streaming again. It's nice to be back, I'm not gonna lie. Wondering why Twitch chat isn't working properly though. Is that worth a might? What else do we have? Double poke Maokai, single poke Scarab. Might is 7 damage. Might is pretty good here, I think. Doesn't level Rumble though.
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
How to remove Maokai? No way we're putting might on these while our opponent has Viphys and Vengeance mana. I mean, this should get them into Sion killing range. Okay. It's definitely a double pokey stick target.
You accepted what became
Oh snap, that might be really good against us. Level Rumble on attack, he gets the second impact and deals 2 damage with it. Yeah, it's a really cool interaction. Still know that from back in the days, from when Rumble Burn was a thing. 17. So this makes it flip. That hurts. Ah, we don't have a Sion level up. Discard 12 power somehow. 13 even. Won't work, right? Even a squeaker discards this. 16. Wait, then will be 18. And then maybe if we discard a high power mech. Nah, he still won't work. Card Sion to give Rumble Overwhelm. Maybe we'll do that next turn. Let's first see what squeaker pulls here. I think we're all in on Impact. Impact and Overwhelm. Is that enough? X the guy that puts Sion to 20. Scrap heap 24. Wait, X the guy. 20 scrap heap. 24. Summon. 8. 33. Not quite. Don't really see lethal here. Lil Dipper discard Sion is kind of hilarious as well.
Easy, pal. Keep your helmet on.
X Rumble, he goes up to 7, double impact. That's such a solid backline, though we're not really punching through. If they pass, we probably click end round, right? Okay, our deck gets mid. Now shuffling Scions is a lot more legit. Very likely to redraw him.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
We don't have an attack here.
And so, life springs anew.
We can try to buff this to infinity. And give it Overwhelm.
Life feeds on death.
Oh, damn. We really barrier the squeaker here. Like, we can try to get 2 squeakers really, really swole, right?
Keep driving, man.
We're just going off of augments into giving them Overwhelm. It's gonna take multiple turns. I'm not sure if we have that much time. Thing is, we can't deck out as long as we can reshuffle Sion, right? Could also just jam Sion. Interesting. Kind of on a clock by Maokai summoning Zaplings. Blade Scout's pretty hot.
I'm always ready to play.
That sucks. Oh, they're not summoning a Zapling. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Life starts small.
Do we ever try to just jam Sion here? I also have Evelynn spell? What is it even? Right, I forgot that exists. Oh, this is a tough decision.
I got the need for smashing.
This painting gonna be great.
We need to win this turn, right? We don't get more turns. Because if they swing in, we have to block everything. We can try to not kill them, their units while blocking, I guess. Doesn't elusive push more damage than the squeaker? Right, I could have put this on top of this squeaker, that's true. Okay, is there ever a way where we just click end round now? Our opponent can only attack with these 4. This we're happy to take out. We can block one of these without... Like, I honestly think end round could be better. How much damage are we pushing? 2. These are 2 each. I don't know. I'm too lazy to do the math here. I just eat it in and see what happens. It's lethal, right? Ah, no, we're 1 off. I think we're 1 off. Override second squeaker. I don't think that would have worked. Actually, impact would have went before the drain, right? Oh no, wait, it is lethal. I forgot about the augment here. This is +2 attack, not +1. Ah, shit. Our opponent messed up the blocks horribly though, like, these are huge miss blocks. Yeah, Poro would have been 1 off. We also wouldn't have killed this, so 1 less drain.
Give them room to spread their leaves. Blessed vengeance.
Keep driving, man!
Summons anything, never glade lethals. I don't think he has units left in deck. It's not summon, it's play. Our opponent needs to have a main deck unit here. We only have 1 attack left. I guess we have the fearsome attack left, actually. Fearsome plus Sion. Fearsome actually wins this. Impact also goes before Drain, right? Keg W. He probably has another Maokai in hand.
I've never tried this chemical before.
Don't worry. It's not my first
Fine.
time.
50-50 to top deck Sion. God players unite. Shouldn't survival skills prevent death from ruination? No, it doesn't work against vengeance neither, I think. Jesus, what a game.
Keep going.
Oh, what a game! How did we win this?
Their bones will pave my road to
That was some serious, like, that felt a lot like solving a puzzle, solving Sudoku. And I'm really not sure I played this, like, I'm pretty sure I played this far from perfectly. Like, the line that Timmy saw in the early game, like, I should have discarded Sion way earlier to give the Rumble Overwhelm. And I'm not sure if I made that, like, if I played that big development turn correctly. But sheesh, that was a good one. Oh, I haven't seen that deck in ages. Tough is generally good here, but we also kind of want to curve, right? Keep Sion in the opening. Also seems a bit trolly. If I had a better hand, I'd keep Sion. Ask and you shall receive. Really, Dunehopper. Smash and Dash is okay as well. Trades really poorly into cards like Merciless Hunter though. Maybe my opponent plays something like Black Spear.
You must know me, little one. You see me? Yes?
Okay. Getting the prey for free is quite nice. Looks like a Merciless Hunter. Since we don't have a play for next turn, we can click End Round here.
It's Draven time.
I could open up with Draven and then have Focus Speed Tiny Shield ready to play around Hate Spike. I'm not sure if that's reasonable though. How many slays is my opponent at? 1, 2. Is Mayor good in the deck since every Mecha-Yordle is multi-region? I'm not sure if Mayor isn't a little bit slow though. What the what? Okay. Do I go for the bluff?
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
I think he'd call it. Like, I know Zoros, he took a bunch of coaching sessions. I always told him people tend to really under bluff, and that's why I bluff more than average, so I wouldn't be surprised if he takes the block. Dunehopper mech into bloody business, removing this is gonna be much better. The sucky part about it is I'm probably tanking a hit here. Zoros is one of the players who used to play for Team Finland as well and made top cut in some seasonals. So while the quick attack, like, the Draven Swing would work against most mid to lower tier players, but not necessarily here. No bluffing? You can't always bluff. Like, if your opponent knows or thinks that you will be over bluffing, like you will bluff more often than you're supposed to, then you should actually do the exact opposite, right? Then you should under bluff. Was the deck working? This is my second game on it. Can't say a lot yet. I didn't change a single card yet. I am thinking about adding a second copy of Scrap Heap though. I'm not sure about this one. Fury Horn is kind of fun and tempo efficient here. Summon 7 power. Is of course his best value. I think it's Fury Horn. Also flips our Sion on curve. The issue is I kind of want to play Bloody Business this turn. I don't have to though.
Keep the eyes depending on me.
Something like Box is scary. I think I kind of have to play into it though. Need to set up crazy tempo right now. I think he's keeping Vengeance open. Spicy. Do you attack? Quicksand's a little scary. I mean, if this attacks, I'm not getting both Sand Soldiers, it's probably pointless. This has to go to the very left because opponent's most likely to block this. And we want to make them over here. I'm not sure if it overheats though because of impact. Not sure what the order of operations is there. That looks very quicksandy. This is surely the better block for him. Okay. So it does heal, right? Let's see how this resolves. Impact first, then drain, yep. Oh, right, the Sand Soldiers also count towards Sion level up.
Quick hands make quick work.
Actually spicy. Not quite sure how big Nasus is at this point, but he shouldn't be able to compete with Sion. Gonna be like 7-7, 8-8? No, wait, he suicided 2 of his units. He might be like 9-9, 10-10 already. This one had 3 slays, this one 2 slays. Vile Feast, Glimpse, early trade. He might even be 11-11 at this point. 10-10, okay.
Hope revived it.
We beat Ruination, so we can just be reckless here. He ruinates, we spinning axe Sion. He's probably considering something like Rite of Negation here. Matchup coming in clutch. I'm not sure if we need it, to be honest. What's up, Violent Jelly? Oh, I'm just realizing I forgot to put Twitch chat on. Amateur streamer. What is this? Vengeance, right?
My hunger only grows.
If he uses Vengeance, I could either go for Spell Shield or try to remove Nasus if I assume I don't get lethal this turn. Could also just bloody business one of these two. I think Spell Shield's better here. It's hard to say though. Like, I'm not sure if he's more likely to hold Rite of Negation or some Spell Shield ping. Spell Shield ping would be Vile Feast, Quicksand. Barrier is better though, right? Barrier plays around Quicksand. It only gets popped by Vile Feast, and we saw 1 or 2 Vile Feasts already. I think 1. Is this what passes for war? So Quicksand's an out. That's pretty much it, I think.
Got a lizard and a shovel.
GG's. Not having Zonite Urchin definitely hurts a bit. Pokey Stick is an interesting choice. Okay, I'm not quite sure what to mulligan for with this deck yet. I think we kick this, play this on 2, discard this, and on 3 we go Fallen Rider poke. Does the FreshLobster ever become not fresh? No, by definition that's impossible. I think it's a good hand for this matchup. Bruh, I like want to pick the cheapest one, but it's freaking Salty Spinner. Yikes. Two, 3 squeaker when he just needs to blackmail the developers a bit more often, I think. Should be there soon.
Unseen, unheard.
Okay, what if I let this go through and play my own tempo cards? Rascal into Double Rider. Turn 5 Trumpet Attacker. I just try to smork my opponent down before they smork me. Should be better, right? Is Mecha-Yordle? It's kind of. How has it been doing for you? It's my first game with the deck, I don't know. It's a bit too early to say. Okay. This is a good defensive option as well. The Shadow Tech Walker. And with double poke in hand, we're not really running out of value. We don't need to go for Professor von Mac. Squeaker Broken Tier. Is that the same flight that's just being cycled over and over? You even swing? Yeah, you swing.
Fear not death. Must we fight?
We stand together in a Nightfall deck. People are getting creative these days. I'm not sure if it's creative or desperate. Or like every Mecha-Yordle is just a completely new card for me. I feel that. I feel that a lot. Yeah, same for me. I think we want a second Scrap Heap in this deck. Just for a burst speed, discard Grenadier and survival skills. I just poke the Shadestalker first, right? I prefer to then play Shadow Tech Walker and next turn Trumpet Attacker. What else do I have? Trumpet Attacker this round, Promoter, discard Grenadier next round. But I don't want Shadestalker to trade into this. How about Jin Swain? You can do plenty of non-combat damage with that, and you can stun a lot for those juicy shots with level Jin. How do you keep the Jin chain rolling though? Could play Arena Promoter. The other line is Pokey Stick, but I'm not really developing if I do that. What is it with the frickin' Salty Spinners? That card should just not be in the pool. It's probably Dunehopper Mech instead of Trumpet Attacker here. Could also go Reborn Grenadier, discard this into Trumpet Attacker. This is just more sheer pressure overall though.
Mother Moon, guide me.
Okay, so we just need to survive next turn. And then we kind of win, right? Gonna be easy if we have Sion, leveled up Sion as a blocker. Preemptive silence into surrender. G to the G.